Guys, I did it. Something that Einstein, Oppenheimer, Isaac Newton, nobody could do. I did it. I finally understand females. It took me some time, but I finally get it. I will explain to you how in a second, but first I want to say that in the background I have another League gameplay. This time it's a rum and it's nothing to be proud of, so let's jump right in. So it all started back in winter when I went to work in a club as a bouncer. My friend offered me the job, so I thought, I mean, why not? Okay, it's a nightly job. It may be a bit dangerous, but it's. I mean, the place where I live, it's not that bad, and it's pretty close. Uh, Now, fortunately or unfortunately, it turned out to be a gay club, which I thought, okay, well, maybe gay people are not as aggressive and tend to be more chill about it. But oh boy, was I wrong. So, first, when I finally arrived there, it's like at 10 p.m. My friend shows me, like, oh, like you have to, like, do boom, 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 so people won't, like, carry any dangerous stuff like knives or guns. And then you have to check their ID, which I thought, it's nothing that bad. I arrived there. The first gay guy who also worked there says, "Ooh, nice outfit." To be honest, I felt quite delighted. I like that I finally got a compliment. Even though it was from a guy, I don't really mind. It made me feel special in a way. I was working there, and slowly he was like, "You know what? You actually look pretty good." Which, to be honest, it kind of startled me, but it didn't like really bother me. I mean, we're all guys there. Of course, there's some females too, but like let's be honest, you're not really afraid of females, and the guys there in general seem to be chill. So I thought like maybe it's just really liking how I look, so it didn't really bother me. Then some time passed. Of course, there are a few underage people, a few people who like try to get in, screaming, "Oh, fuck the gays, fuck homo," stuff like that. Which of course I kicked them out. That's like, why are you doing that? There's no point to be doing that. Then you could see all different types of people. There's some guys just chilling on their own, waiting for somebody to come to them, and some more, let's just say, outgoing people who were talking to everybody, happy, smiling, etc., etc. So the guy who complimented me before came up to me again and said, "Here's a drink." Now, reminding you, even though I'm in a club, I was still working, so it wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed to drink. Which, of course, I told him that I can't drink, so there's no need to keep bringing me this. He said, "Shh, nobody needs to know," and winked at me. See, that's where I'm like, I get kinda uncomfortable. Now I start like feeling what females might feel if they go to a club and there are those guys who just way too pushy and don't understand when you're passively saying no. But you know what? It doesn't bother me, I let it slide. Then he just the whole night he was texting behind me or like on a phone behind me. Now fortunately, actually he was actually pretty fun to talk to. But yeah, he like kept trying to like move closer to me, talk to me and shit. So that's when I told him, "Hey, buddy, you do know that I'm not gay, right?" She said, "Yeah, of course, of course." Then after that, he just whoosh, disappeared, nowhere to be seen. Buddy left me alone, so I thought, oh, finally I can just chill there. The music was blasting, but I gotta say, gay club music is low-key better than other club music. So yeah, people were dancing, enjoying. The guy had just vanished, and there I was working. Now the second problem occurred. Or it's not a problem, but I should have expected this. I should say, the people who came in, especially the more fruity people, they were making really like weird jokes. Like especially coming from me, I was 18 at the time, so like barely legal, some might say. The people who came in kept making these jokes, like because I had to touch, so they wouldn't have like any knives. They'll say, "Ooh, where are you touching me, boy, pretty boy?" But yeah, that's like that's catcalling, and I totally understand why it makes females uncomfortable. So females, I don't know if there are any watching, but I resonate with you. I totally understand how males saying inappropriate stuff, or even if it's not that inappropriate, just saying like, "Ooh, pretty lady," or "Ooh, gorgeous, what you doing here?" Like it can make you uncomfortable, especially if they are a bit older. Like my dad. Then I dealt with it like a I dealt with it like a champ. I took it to the chest. I was like, you know what? At least I'm not so chopped that they won't compliment me. Of course, I kept pushing them like away. I didn't give like any weird looks, nothing. I just and kept doing my job because that's what I'm there to do. Now, it was around 3 a.m. Of course, people like, what is it, 3 or 2 a.m.? I think it was like 2 a.m. That's like the prime time of people being like their most drunk. Because after that, they just start falling down and start sobering up. Some guys just came bargaining. Oh, you know what? You're all like the F words. You're all gay, homos. Get out of our country. So I like pushed them out. And they were like, no, you're not pushing us out. We have the allowance to be here. I said, no, you're not actually allowed to be homophobic towards those people, so get the fuck out. And after some like 5 minutes of arguing, they realized, oh, we're actually pretty stupid, so they took their leave. Now, the guy who left at the beginning, he came back and he had changed. He was completely chill, maybe, I hope. Yeah, it's not weird to hope that he got laid and calmed down a bit. So yeah, we were talking. Actually, it was pretty good because being alone there is just like people making out, music blasting, and you have to like just. I was sitting in a chair like this. It can be a bit annoying. I will show you a picture in a sec. Here's a picture of me sitting there. Anyway, talking to them was actually like a good way to waste some time because the people were more moving out than moving in, and it was already hitting pretty late. Now you're in a gay club, looking like a twat, sitting there. The last thing you would expect is females going inside the club. Now, of course, it's a gay club. Females can also be gay, but I mean like straight females. So yeah, the females came. They were all like, they were too drunk for me to even let in, to be honest. So at first I said, go sober up, buddies. Half an hour later, they come back in. I talked to them, like, they were like too drunk a second ago. Is fine? He said, yeah, fine, let them in. So I let them in, and they were the most obnoxious and loud people ever. They were just screaming and like nobody really wanted to be with them. You could see how they were like pushing themselves on. So I guess it happens both ways: men pushing on to men, men pushing on to females, and vice versa, like females pushing on to men. Yeah. So moving on, I had this buddy there who, for clarification, he isn't gay, but I don't mind if he was. This girl kept talking to him, and she was just so annoying. Like, you could see my friend was like, let him out, let him out. And of course, me being a good friend as I am, I didn't do anything. I just sat there. I'm not interacting with a female, especially in a gay club. To be honest, as you guys all know, I'm quite afraid of females, especially real ones. The AI ones, they don't really scare me that much, but they do give me the tingling. Now, just a note for you guys, the female was a proper whale. I know it might be disrespectful from me, but she didn't really care about other people's feelings and kept pushing herself onto people, so yeah, fuck her and her ugly ass makeup. Fortunately, they left, so yeah. So yeah, this has been it for today, guys. Thank you. I know it's quite a quick video, but I'm going on a trip to Italy, which you guys will hopefully see. And yeah, I hope you finally understand females through my story. See you.